everyone, this is Providencia. Welcome to my channel. I am here to do a Pollo Guisado. It's gonna be Puerto Rican-ish, but Dominican as well. I don't know if I'm making any sense. This is more like Puerto Rican style, but I do use 2 or 3 little tricks and little things that Dominicans do for their Pollo Guisado. That's why I like to say Dominican Puerto Rican or Puerto Rican Dominican Pollo Guisado. I hope it doesn't bother anybody in both race. To be honest with you, I'm Puerto Rican and my husband is Dominican. I have a niece that is half Puerto Rican, half Dominican. I have my brother who is married to a Dominican woman. I hope it doesn't bother anybody, you know, me putting it in that way, saying that it's like Puerto Rican and Dominican Pollo Guisado. I just combine both races, use what I know, use a couple of tricks that Dominicans use, and that's why I am naming it that way. So I hope it doesn't bother anybody. I have a whole bunch of ingredients here. I'm gonna show you everything. Before I start this video, I want to also mention that this video is like a shorter version in my YouTube. I did like a TikTok video and I did it in 2 parts. It was very speeded up. I was just showing everybody what you need to add to make this Pollo Guisado, and it's in my channel if you want it like fast paced. If you're one that gets it right away like me, I could go and look at a recipe and I don't need no ingredients, I don't need none of that stuff. I could follow a 2-minute video, a 3-minute video very quick, because I love to cook and I know how to cook. But there is some people that needs it step by step, and that's why I am doing this video, to make it step by step. In case you're new or you're watching this for the first time, my videos are intended for beginners, people that are just starting off in the cooking game. My videos is intended for beginners, or let's say if you are another race and you're married to like a Puerto Rican or Dominican or any Latin kind of race, you know, you want to make him something or her something and you don't really know how to get it in a 2 or 3 minute video, this will be the channel for you, because I explain everything in details. So I just want to let you guys know. Also, I will be only showing you this recipe. Usually I do come cook with me videos and I show you how to do everything, but I'm only going to do this recipe right here. I will be showing you light cooking like I always do in all of my videos. So if I'm making rice and beans and other stuff, whatever I combine any recipes with, I'm going to show you a little bit of that as well. So you could get to see a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but the main recipe and ingredients is going to be on this right here, on my Pollo Guisado, okay? I am going to make this Pollo Guisado with white rice, pinto beans. I was going to make potato salad, and then I realized that I have macaroni salad that I have bought, you know, store-bought in the supermarket, and I have to use it up before it gets old. So I'm not gonna make the potato salad. I'm just gonna use the macaroni salad that I bought, and I'm gonna make some fried batatas and probably some salad. Yes, it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, yes. But I'm gonna tell you what you need to make the Pollo Guisado. Let's show you everything here that I have here. First, you're gonna need some chicken drumsticks. You definitely could use chicken breast, chicken thighs. I wouldn't suggest like chicken cutlets. I mean, you could do it with chicken cutlets if you want. If you're gonna do it with chicken cutlets, try to cut them like very thin, for that way when you bite into it, it won't be like too, like, how can I say, dry. Because chicken cutlets, you know, in a stew, no matter if it has like sauce or not, it still tends to be a little dry, you know, because there's no bones. So I would suggest chicken legs, chicken thighs, chicken breast. Sorry about that, call went through. So yes, it's good to get chicken legs, chicken breast, chicken thighs, something with bones, you understand, with a bone in it, where you can get more flavor and it's very soft and tender. So I'm gonna use this because that's the way I did it in my recipe. So I'm going according to everything that I did in that video, okay? Baby carrots. I got some cilantro right here. We're also gonna need a pack of chicken bouillon. I hope I'm saying that right. It's the powder kind. If you got like the chicken cube, the big one, you definitely could use one of those. This is what I have, and this is how I did it in my last video, so that's what we're gonna use. We're gonna use a half can of tomato sauce. No matter what brand it is, you use whatever you have in your pantry. We're gonna need some potatoes. You can add like maybe 2 potatoes. I love potatoes in my chicken stew, so I'm gonna add 3. We're gonna need a lime as well. A can of sweet corn. If you wanna add, like, let's say corn on a cob, but just make sure you cut them into pieces, that's also fine as well. I got some fresh garlic here. Also, we're gonna need some brown sugar. I will explain that to you in a minute. To clean your meat, you're definitely gonna need some vinegar. The only thing that I changed from that video was this part right here, because I used my homemade sofrito, but I ran out. This is ranchero. A lot of Dominicans use this sazon líquido. It's called ranchero. There's other brands, like, it's not called ranchero, but they have like other sazon líquidos. You can find this in your local supermarket. Just ask somebody there if they could tell you where it's at. But yes, I'm gonna use this instead of my homemade sofrito because, like I said, I ran out. Okay, but you could add sofrito is what I'm saying. We have here some dried oregano. I always talk about this oregano in all of my videos. I got this in the Dominican Republic, and oh my god, it's my favorite oregano in the world. I swear. I have a couple of bottles of those, but feel free to use any oregano that you have in your house. Some olive oil, any olive oil that you have. I'm gonna use annatto grounds, not annatto seeds, onion powder, and we're gonna use this right here, sazon tropical. I bought this at Amazon. But if you want to use adobo, you can, but just try to be very light with the adobo, considering that you're gonna be using the chicken bouillon. Just be very easy. Like I always say in all my videos, taste as you go. That is it. So what I'm gonna do is clean my meat, and then I'm gonna show you how to do everything. Okay, you guys, so I got my chicken here, and I'm gonna take it out, and I'm gonna remove all of the skins. I've been working with natural light, but I'm looking at the camera and I'm like, no ways. All right, and you're gonna want to pull the skin and just pull it like this. Okay, let me show you that again for all of my newbies that don't know how to do this. Some people may be like, you're disgusting for dealing with meat in camera. Some people don't know how to do this, let me tell you. I had to teach my son's girlfriend how to cook and do all of this. She did not know how to do none of this. All right, so, and you pull it and voila. All right, and we're gonna do that with all the meat.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself.
You're gonna wanna add some vinegar. All right, and that is for you to clean your meat. Nice splash there. You never know. They say they clean their meats and, you know, in meat markets, but you just never know, you know.
Oh, oh, oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking.
I am going to leave that soaking for a few minutes just to make sure. We're gonna still clean it up a little bit more, but I'm gonna leave it in vinegar for like a few minutes, and let's go to the counter and I'm gonna show you what to do with your potatoes and all that good stuff. I have 3 cloves of garlic right here. And we are gonna grate it with something like this. If you have a pilon, use a pilon if you want. And there goes our garlic. And now we're gonna also peel the potatoes. So we peeled our potatoes. We are going to cut them, and then I'm gonna clean them again because, you know, I don't know. I like to re-clean stuff over and over and over again. And I'm gonna cut them into fours. Well, not four, like, we're gonna wanna cut them like this, half. Then cut them like this, another half, and another half. Just like this. This is the size you would like to have it. If you want to do it any size, you could do it any size you want. These are like very small potatoes, so that's why as well. So these are very small potatoes. So I am gonna take this and I am gonna bring it to the sink to clean it up. Okay, I cleaned my meat, but we are going to do something. We are gonna cut them into slits. We're gonna put a slit right here. Now, in the video, I have a hole like this, you know, showing this little part right here. But I am going to cut them. You do not need to do this. That's how fast it was. See? And we're just gonna have this. Nobody eats this in this house. And just put a little slit right here. So it should look like this, all right? So I'm gonna do that with all of them. You do not have to cut this part. You could leave it whole, just like this. I don't mean to be nasty showing this to you on camera, but I'm just letting you know, okay? So I am going to do this, and then I'm gonna clean it again with vinegar, and then I'm gonna show you how to season it up. Okay, so I cleaned my meat again with vinegar and water. Cleaned it very, very good. Now, I like to leave a little bit of this water in there. And that is to make a nice little marinade with it. You're going to see it in a minute. So just want to make sure that you leave a little bit of water in there. And also make sure your meat is super, super clean. Now, we're going to start seasoning this all up. What you want to do is just put any seasoning, no matter what order is in. And I'm gonna start off with this and do this real quick. I don't want to add too much of this because I am adding the chicken powder. So I'm gonna add this amount, like maybe like 1 teaspoon. Okay, onion powder you could add as little as much as you want. This doesn't have any salt content. You add as little as much as you want. Also, annatto ground. You can add a little bit, but this doesn't have like no salt content, so it doesn't make a difference. This is just there for coloring. So just gonna add that much. If I feel like it's not the color that I'm looking for, then I'll add a little bit more. Let me first mix this all up. Oregano. You could add as little or as much as you want as well. I like oregano, so I like to add a decent amount. I'm gonna say that this is maybe, I don't know, like maybe a teaspoon, a little bit, probably a little bit more maybe. But yeah, I love oregano. Lemon pepper, add as little or as much as you want. This is gonna give your pollo guisado like that nice citrusy kind of taste to your broth. You can add as little or as much as you want. I like to add a lot. I am not shy with lemon pepper because it is so good, and it doesn't have no salt in there, so you can add as little as much as you want, you know. The real thing you gotta probably be a little careful about when it comes to seasoning up your food is this and the chicken packet. But I am gonna add this whole thing because that's how I did it the last time, so you want to add the whole thing. When you taste the broth and you feel like it's still not like salty enough, or it doesn't really, you know, it's too bland, then you add a little bit of salt, or you can add a little bit more of the sazon. I'm gonna add also the garlic, and I am gonna cut this lime right here, and I am gonna squeeze half of this. The other half we're gonna reserve it for the very end. You're gonna see it. I'm gonna use one of these things here. I bought this in DR as well, and I love it. Okay, so that was a very juicy one, just how I like it. And with my clean hands, I am going to mix this all up. Okay, just by looking at this, I could tell that I need a little bit of annatto ground, so I'm gonna add a little bit more of that. Remember, this don't have no salt. This is just for coloring, so I'm gonna add a lot this time. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of this. I feel like it needs a little bit more. Me, usually I eyeball everything. So just try to start off with like maybe a tablespoon of this, okay? And then you taste the broth. Sorry about that. And then you taste like the sauce from the pollo guisado. And if you feel like you need to add a little bit more, then you add a little bit more. So I'm gonna mix this all up. I forgot one thing. Oh my goodness. Add a spoon, like one of these spoons, like your rice spoon, of the ranchero or sofrito. So I forgot to do this, and now I gotta mix it all up again after I thought that I was done with it. So yes, when you mix all the ingredients and stuff like that, like the dry ingredients, don't forget to add this as well. So we're gonna add that now. And I am going to mix it all up again. Now it's done. Okay, I'm sorry, I should have told you guys, but I make mistakes as well. I also have not only the ingredients to make this recipe for you guys, I also have other things in my counter that I'm gonna make as well, like the beans and the rice and all that stuff, so it gets a little confusing. So let's go to the stove, and I'm gonna show you what to do now. The first thing you want to do is make sure this is on medium high. Okay, you want your pot to be very, very hot. And we're gonna add, this equals like maybe 2 tablespoons. So you want to add at least 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Okay, then we're gonna add some brown sugar, about a tablespoon of brown sugar. I'm gonna mix that in there. I know y'all looking at it like that's weird, but it's not weird. That's the way Dominicans make sure they brown up their meat and it has a nice beautiful color. You know, I'm putting my twist in it because I'm Puerto Rican, but I'm also using that method that a lot of Dominicans use for their cooking. And yeah, I want to make sure this is like at least dark brown. Like it's gonna look like it's burnt, but it's not. You also don't want to burn it either. I don't know if I'm making any sense. So that's what you're waiting for. If you gotta move it a little bit, you do that as well. And there. That's why I'm saying that you need your stove high. You understand? Let me move this around. You could also use white sugar, but I like to use the brown one. Okay, now it's changing colors, you see? Now this is when you want to go and throw your meat in there. Okay, not the sauce. Of course, use tongue. And that's what you want to hear. And do not move it, okay? And do not discard this liquid right here. We're gonna use this. You wanna make sure that that cooks exactly on high, and don't move it for at least a good 4 to 5 minutes. Make sure that it gets the color that it needs and all that good stuff.
Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de...
Now we're gonna turn it. Oh yeah. Just want to show you an example. How to turn it on the other side so it could also get some color on that side as well. But I'm going to show you an example of what are you looking for when you do this method. I should have used the fork instead of my big spoon. Okay. There you go. Look at how pretty that is. Tell me that don't look pretty. Alright, this is what you're looking for. See that nice, beautiful brownish kind of color? That's what you're looking for. And that's why they add sugar to their meat. See, I'm going to add a little bit of tomato sauce, and I'm only going to use a half a can, but they don't use tomato sauce. They do their sauce with this liquid right here. You understand? Let me show it to you. This is what they're using for them to have their nice sauce on their Pollo Guisado. And that's why they use sugar. Alright, so you want to go and leave that there for another maybe 3 to 4 minutes on high. Okay, so from this point, you see the liquid that's here? You want to add it. Alright. And I'm going to also add a little bit of water to this. Just to grab all of the seasonings, okay? So let's just add a little bit. Voila. Mix it up. Make sure it's still on high. This is looking very, very beautiful, okay? The color and everything. We're gonna add a half can of tomato sauce. Just a half or a Yeah, half can. That's how I did it in the other video, and it was good. And that's how I'm gonna do it here. We are gonna add a little bit more water to this as well. Make sure that goes in there. Look, they're already like breaking apart. Let me see if I can get this for you guys. Don't see that meat? We're gonna add a half can of corn. If it would have been more meat than this, I would have added the whole thing. But since it's not, okay. The top just fell on the floor. And try to add some of the juice. You know, the water from the can, okay? Because that's gonna give it a really nice flavor. So you see, I only used half. Also add as much carrots, baby carrots that you want. My son's girlfriend loves baby carrots. There's times I want to do something like stewed and I don't want to add no carrots, but I have to because I know she likes it and she always eats in my house. So yeah, I have to add a lot of carrots. So just add as little or as much as you want for your family. I'm gonna go a little OD because, like I said, my son's girlfriend loves carrots. I'm gonna add the potatoes. Remember, you add as much as potatoes as you want. And I'm gonna mix this up real quick. All right. Oh. Wow. Just love it. Yes. And chicken stew is cooked really, really quick, okay? I got some cilantro here. It's already washed, but I re-washed it again because you know how I am. And I'm just gonna sprinkle it in there with some stems and all. Give me a minute, I gotta turn my rice. I will show you my rice in a minute as well. But you know, I'm also cooking other things here. And my beans is also cooking as well. I gotta add water to it now. Okay. All right, back to this. Don't taste the broth now or anything, all right? All right, okay. Oh my God, yes. Look at how beautiful this looks. With the cilantro and all that goodness. Oh, we're gonna add a little bit more water, not too much. Just like that, because some water is gonna evaporate. Well, you don't wanna add as much water where you're making a soup and you don't want to put it like up to here. You don't see it. It's just floating in there. You want to add enough water where you could still like see everything, but it's enough water, okay? And some of this is going to evaporate. Now I'm gonna leave this on high. When it starts to bubble up, I am gonna put it on low, and then I'm gonna tell you how much minutes we need. For now, let me show you the rice. These are 2 cans of pinto beans. I haven't added no water, and I've been letting it cook for a little while and all its seasons and all that other stuff. So I'm gonna add water right now. And now, since we added the water, we're gonna let this thicken up and I'll show you the process. Okay, so it's been cooking for like, let's say 7 minutes, and I'm going to taste it just so I can see if it needs like anything else. Delicious. OMG. Listen, I don't have to add absolutely anything. The ingredients is on point. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to add no salt, no nothing. So I'm gonna leave this on high, right, for another like maybe 10 minutes, and we're gonna check up on it. This takes like a total of maybe 25 minutes more or less, you know, but I'm gonna leave it on very high. Let some of that water evaporate for at least another 10 minutes and we'll get back to this. For now, I am going to cut my lettuce and yeah, I'll record that for now. Okay, these are the beans right here. Oh yes, look at this. It still needs to get a little bit more thicker, like maybe another 5 minutes, but look at how beautiful this is. I already removed all of the peppers. I already removed the onion, not the pepper, I only put a piece of pepper. I removed that, the cilantro, just for my beans could be nice and clean. I did add it at the last minute, some plátanos, and yeah, this is how it's looking. Look at this. I'm gonna leave it here for another like 5 minutes maybe. And look. That is yummy. Look at this. Oh. So another 5 minutes to make sure it gets a little bit more thicker than this. And I'm going to show you the batatas. And here's the macaroni salad that I was telling you earlier. This is store-bought. I bought this, I believe, at Save-A-Lot, okay? And I'm just gonna open it up. I was gonna make potato salad today. I was gonna really go in today. But then I said, man, I can't make potato salad. I don't want this to go to waste, you know? Gotta eat it now, you know? I don't like to have like stuff like this too long in the refrigerator. I don't care if it has an expiration date. But yeah, oh my goodness. You know I'm diving in. Oh my god. This is gonna be so good with my food today. Now don't put the thumbs down because this is store bought. Alright? If you look at my channel, you'll see a whole bunch of like potato salad, macaroni salad, bow tie salad, all kind of stuff. So yeah, I was gonna make potato salad, but I'm not also gonna let this get old. Okay, you guys, this has been on medium heat. I already did the lettuce. I cut up my batatas. If you watched any of my videos, you will see that I love batatas. You know, it gotta be fried like in a nice beautiful circle. But those batatas was way too big, and I had to cut them like moon size kind of like. And as you can see, some of the water evaporated. This is beautiful. This is done. I'm gonna use the other half of the lime, and this is the time where you wanna squeeze it, okay? And you wanna do this towards the end. Ooh, oh my god, it sprayed everywhere. Like it squirted everywhere. Okay, there you go. And look at how tender it is. It's like literally breaking apart. You want your meat to be nice and soft, like breaking apart. You see, this is a piece of chicken that just fell off. You want your meat to be tender, but you don't want it too tender where it's really falling off like the bone everywhere, and then it be all nasty and like ugly and stuff. I hope you guys understand me. Like you see, this is done right there. Show you a nice other one. Look at this. With the carrots. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Make this recipe, you guys. Make it. It would be nice if you was to do it like with corn on the cob. Like really very small pieces of it. And yeah, I'm going to turn this off right now because that's already done. What I am going to do that I didn't do on my TikTok video, towards the very end, I'm going to add maybe a little bit more cilantro. And I am going to cut it up this time. The first time I did it, I did not cut them up. I just added there like kind of whole. But I am going to cut this up off camera and just add it towards the very end. I'm not going to cook it anymore. It's just going to be there. You don't have to do this, but it's just to give it a nice presentation. You want to add fresh parsley, you can, but us Spanish people, we love some cilantro. We do. And mix that up, and now it looks much better and fresher. And oh yes, look at how beautiful this is. Sorry, I got a habit of banging the spoon on the pot. I know a lot of people do not like that. Let me just show this to you. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. How beautiful is that? With the carrots, potatoes, corn. Look at all that juice there that you could put on top of your rice. You could also do this with mashed potatoes. I wouldn't recommend you know, adding the potatoes for this recipe if you're gonna do it for mashed potatoes, because boiled potatoes with mashed potatoes, no. But you definitely could do everything else here and make this with mashed potatoes. It tastes really good. So this is done, and I'm gonna check up on the beans. So this is done. Okay, so the food is done. Yes, yes. I showed you some light cooking here, but the recipe was on this right here. This beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pollo guisado. I'm gonna call this pollo guisado half Dominican, half Puerto Rican. That's right, it got both races. Look at the sauce in the bottom. Oh yeah. Look at all that juice with your rice. You don't understand. And there you go. With some potatoes and carrots. Let me turn this where you can see a nice better view of this chicken, where you can see how nice it looks. Oh my god, that's why I make slits, because all that seasonings and all that sauce and everything, it goes inside your chicken. So that's why I always make slits with all of my meats, basically all of them. For all the seasonings could go in there, the sauce, if I gotta fry it, it's still gonna be good because it's seasoned inside. Yes. And some batatas. Oh my god, you don't understand. Oops, sorry. How good those batatas are. If you never had fried batatas, please try it. I've had them boiled, I've had them mashed, I've had them fried. Listen, I love batatas. This is I think Caesar dressing, and that's a little bit of leftover corn that we had from the can. I didn't want to let it go to waste, so I put it there. With the salad, I'm gonna add the Caesar dressing, you know, when it's time to eat. My avocado, nice and sliced. My pinto beans with the plátanos. Let me put it closer for you guys to really see the beauty in this. This is beauty right here. Okay. I have a lot of recipes on how I make my beans. Whether it's separate videos or like a come cook with me video, it's there, you know. So if you want me to make like just a separate video on just the beans alone, not speed it up or none of that stuff, you let me know or give it a thumbs up and I'll definitely do it. And of course, this is the macaroni salad that is store-bought. I was gonna make potato salad, but I said, let's just use this up and not let it go to waste. And look. Yes, I'm showing you angles, baby. Angles. Yes. And this is the final dish. Even though you got to see a little bit of light cooking on everything, you already know the recipe is on the pollo guisado. Please try it. It is delicious. I'm not saying it because I make it. I'm saying it because it's the truth. Every time my family comes over, or especially like my son's girlfriend, as soon as I announce that I'm gonna make pollo guisado, she do a happy dance. She really loves my pollo guisado, and now if she's watching it, she could do it and do it for me if I don't have to cook. I'm just joking. Anyway, yeah. So that is it. If you are new and watching for the first time, thank you for watching all the way towards the end. Please take the time to look at my playlist. I have a whole bunch of recipes, a whole bunch of videos, come cook with me videos, dishes of the week videos, dinner idea videos, food prepping videos, like, you know, when my family comes over from New York and I'm food prepping for the day ahead, like the day before, for that way, you know, I could be ahead of the time and I do a whole bunch of cooking. I have a whole bunch of videos like that. I have a whole bunch of videos, so please, you know, subscribe and share my channel with your friends and your loved ones, for that way my channel could grow. I think I deserve it. For real. I explain everything details, and yeah, I really love if everybody share my channel. I feel like I deserve it. I explain everything, and I do my videos with love, with a lot of love. Like no, my subscriber gotta know how to do it like this, because and then they're gonna get it wrong and they're following my recipe and it's not gonna be like that. And I will explain everything and try to give you everything that I could give in all of my videos. So please take the time to subscribe if you're new. And yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna go and feed my kids. Every time I do a video, towards the very end, there's always a siren. Check out all my videos, and in every ending of the video, there's always a siren, whether it's an ambulance, the cops, or something like that. Messing up my video. Anyway, I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely weekend, because today is Saturday, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.